I just want to close with this and saying that, you know, I'm just proud to be an American and to see how people in everyday life. I was just over in Warsaw today visiting with Paragon Medical, who are celebrating their 20th year in business, and hearing the story of the risk that somebody took and had an idea and started a small business that grew a little bit more every year, grew and grew, and created jobs for people in their community. And that's the type of America that I believe in, is an America where people are the answer to problems, not a government. Not a centralized government out of Washington, D.C. that believes that they can take care of people from cradle to grave. That is the difference that I see in the short time that I've been in Washington, is the difference of people there that believe that government knows best, that they can take care of people better than what we can take care of ourselves. And I know for us here at home, we're pretty independent people. And I have to tell you a story just here at closing of one of the experiences that Christy and I had, and as I said before, she's been such a wonderful partner in all of this. But as I was, we were invited to go to the White House over for the Christmas, during the Christmas time, and there was a Christmas reception there at the White House. And of course, you know, I'm being a farm kid from LaGrange County, and this is pretty big. I mean, to go to the White House, and you know, I've been through the White House on a big tour with all the other, you know, tour guides and everything, but to get to go through the back door and everything was a pretty big deal. But my problem was that night was, I told Chris, I said, what am I going to say to the president when I get to, you know, just shake his hand? Because I've never met him before, and I wanted to be, you know, a gentleman like my mom taught me to be. And Christy, of course, she's bailed me out at different times, and I was going through that night. I was like, oh, there's a lot of things I'd like to tell this president, things that probably wouldn't have been appropriate that night. And as we were going through the line, I'm a little nervous, and Christy's looking at me. She's like, well, you know what you're going to say? And I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to say, but I know what I'd like to say too. And as we got up to the president, I shook his hand and I said, you know, Mr. President, just from Indiana, right around the corner from you, where all your jobs are going, from Illinois to Indiana. No, I didn't say that. But I said, it's very nice to meet you. And just like that, he turned and looked at Christy, and he talked to her for the next 5 minutes. I didn't have to say another word. God took care of it all. And he talked to her. I got to talk to some other people there. And but what I thought about after leaving the White House is that we live in the greatest country in the world, where a small farm kid can go to Washington and meet the president as a congressman. If somebody that's willing to work hard and to do the right things in life, to make the right choices, and to stand together with other strong leaders. And that's where I believe that we are today, is that we need strong leadership in Washington. Just like we have strong leadership here in Indiana, I am so proud to be able to go to Washington and say, you know what, we're doing it right back home. This is how we're going to fix the problems in Washington, and to provide a better future for our children, for our grandchildren, because it just comes down to simple decision making and people, men and women, who are willing to take, whether it's even political risk or not. I believe it's just making the right decisions to provide a better future for our great country that we live in. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to serving Wells County in Congress, and looking forward to having that great opportunity. And thank you for the invitation tonight. Ralph, thank you for what you're doing through the party. Thank you for what you're doing for the Republican Party and for our communities. Because really, this is a crucial time in our country's history, where we have to be leading the discussion and saying, this is how we are going to be a successful and prosperous nation, getting back to the conservative values that Indiana has led with right here at home. So thank you, God bless you, and I'm looking forward to serving you in Washington in the future. God bless.